I don't know what Iran's response is going to be to this attack, but I know one thing. It won't be nuclear.
Liz Ryan got Congressman John Rutherford's response to Operation Midnight Hammer.
Although not nuclear, Iran may retaliate somehow.
With the open borders that we've had for the last several years, horrible opportunities, I think, exist for sleeper cells in this country.
He said Iran might try to hold off and take us by surprise later, so we need to stay vigilant.
It could be when the World Cup comes to America, when Los Angeles is on the world stage. What a time that would be for one of these Iranian sleeper cells to really do some serious damage. I'm very concerned about that, concerned about our troops abroad. You heard General Kane. He wouldn't go into exactly what they had done, but before the strike, they were taking protective actions for all the men and women in the region over there to make sure that they were not in danger.
Rutherford doesn't expect a spike in gas prices.
We didn't hit their oil wells or any of that yet, although that could certainly be on the table at some point, maybe.
Rutherford explains why he does not believe the president's actions were unconstitutional and that congressional authorization for use of military force was not necessary in this case.
AUMFs are only needed if you're going to declare war or you're taking an offensive action. This was a purely defensive action, and it was in response to their nuclear buildup. We can't let that happen. The president is absolutely right. I think every president for the last 40 years has said Iran cannot be allowed to develop a nuclear weapon.
He's impressed with the way our military carried out this stealthy mission.
It really appears almost flawless, Liz. The plan was well designed, well executed, and there were no leaks.
For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Liz Ryan.
This local news is a service of your hometown Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, US 1 St. Augustine, here to wow you. What you need to know about road construction in St. Augustine.
Beginning today, milling, resurfacing, and striping will take place on several streets in downtown St. Augustine, primarily south of City Hall and in Lincolnville, and one street in West City. All of the work will happen without closures during work hours. However, on-street parking will be prohibited from 7 a.m. to 4 in the afternoon, Monday through Friday, while construction is in progress. Vehicles parked on the street obstructing the work may be towed at the owner's expense. Work will be suspended just before Friday, July 4th, and resume on the following Monday, so there's no impact to holiday traffic. In other news, for hurricane season preparation, St. Johns County will distribute free pre-filled sandbags with a limit of 12 per vehicle and proof of residency at multiple locations throughout the county from 9 a.m. to 1 o'clock, beginning this Tuesday at Butler Park West and the Smith Road Storage Facility. Wednesday at the Solomon Calhoun Community Center and the Volano Beach Boat Ramp, and Thursday at Mills Field and the Palm Valley Bridge. For St. Augustine's Local Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
This bill is going to be a great tool for our police and prosecutors to crack down on the growing criminal enterprise of gift card fraud.
State Representative Sam Greco is talking about his bipartisan bill to crack down on gift card fraud.
Greco co-sponsored House Bill 1007 with Coral Springs Democrat Dan Daly. It codifies penalties for gift card fraud.
This is an area where our existing criminal law didn't adequately have the right definitions, right tools, and right punishments to allow our law enforcement and state attorneys to crack down on this issue. So I was grateful to be able to work with a number of our partners in the retail industry, in law enforcement, to craft a bill and a set of new criminal statutes that will allow for this issue to be cracked down on. And this is not a small issue. This issue last year caused $220 million of economic loss across the country.
Greco says the legislation was written to address a variety of crimes.
This type of fraud takes a number of forms, everything from stealing blank gift cards out of stores, manipulating them, bringing them back, and deceiving consumers, to convincing individuals that they need to go and fraudulently purchase gift cards and transfer the funds.
The new law takes effect October 1st. I'm Daryl Modi reporting.
And now you're up to date with St. Augustine's Local Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.